Am I a disappointment? I've asked myself this question more times than I can count. Who am I? And sometimes, the voice in my head follows it up with an even heavier question. Am I a disappointment? It's a question that's kept me awake at night, made me doubt my every step, and at times, made me feel like I was failing at life. But where do these feelings come from? Are they from the expectations others have placed on me, or the ones I've placed on myself? Is it because I've made mistakes, or because I've been too focused on the times I fell and not the times I stood back up? I was raised in a family where faith, discipline, and preparation were the foundation of our lives. Every Friday evening, my parents made sure we were ready for the Sabbath, a reminder that there was always something bigger than ourselves guiding our steps. My parents worked hard to raise my siblings and me with love and wisdom. They taught us the importance of faith, respect, and doing what's right. But even with that strong foundation, I've often felt the weight of expectations. I've wondered if I was living up to the hopes my parents had for me, if I was making my family proud, or if my failures were a reflection of who I was becoming. The weight of expectations. I remember one particular day that still lingers in my mind, a day when I truly questioned my worth. It was during one of those moments when everything felt like it was falling apart. I was in school, trying to balance my studies and the reality of financial struggles. I had already called off a semester before, and the weight of that decision still sat heavily on my heart. That day, I received yet another message reminding me that my fees hadn't been cleared, and the fear of calling off another semester became too real. As I sat alone in my room, my mind raced. Thoughts of failure overwhelmed me. I wondered if I was disappointing my parents, who had worked so hard to get me this far. I thought about my siblings, who looked up to me. And worst of all, I felt like I was letting myself down. Tears streamed down my face as I asked myself the question that had haunted me for so long: why can't I just get it right? But in that moment of despair, something unexpected happened. I remembered the values my parents instilled in me, the faith they taught me to hold on to, no matter how hard life became. I whispered a prayer, not for immediate answers, but for the strength to keep going. And somehow, I found comfort in knowing that my story wasn't over yet.